What's up, y'all? We are back for another episode of Silo's Money Laundering League podcast. Had a little bit of a break here. Just some stuff got in the way, but we are ready to catch you all up with the big moves. Who's been popping off? Who's been stinking? And yeah, just get back into the swing of things. Jake, how you feeling?
Much better. I was definitely ill for a long time, and now I feel fantastic. Um, we're in week 6 now of the matchups. 6 out of I think
20,
it's like
I think,
19,
right?
20. Yes. Um, it's kind of crazy that we're like what? We're like a third of the way, a fourth of the way. I could do that.
25%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I guess it's flying by, you know. It's fucking November. It's Thanksgiving tonight. We're recording, and tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So I guess Happy Turkey Day to everybody as well.
Yes,
Whenever you'll
sir.
be listening to this, probably a few days after. But hope you,
Yeah. Ignoring family on Thanksgiving to listen to the podcast.
yeah. What do you think Chris Paul's favorite Thanksgiving dish is?
Oh, dude, it's gotta be. I want to say like yams or something, something sweet.
Damn.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know
maybe
why.
something about that feels wrong.
Oh,
So.
yeah. What do you think, man?
No, I don't know. I don't have any thoughts. I just wanted to get you to say something.
Okay, well, you got me, man.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about Chris Paul, like besides him getting his
he's
ankles
well, he's
broken.
tricky. What's like a trick? He's a sneaky guy.
He's a
So
sneaky. What's a sneaky
some
food?
kind of sneaky dish. Some,
Uh,
I don't know.
like
I'd probably say um he he probably likes like what's that like weird Midwestern dish where it's like grapes and cream cheese.
oh, I
You
don't.
know about that?
No, I don't.
It's like grapes and mandarins and cream cheese.
Is that
That's
is that good?
I don't know. Somebody told me about it.
He's from
I
Chris
don't think
Paul's
so.
from what? Carolina?
Yeah, I don't think he's from the Midwest at all. But if that's
Yeah,
some weird shit that he would like be like, yeah, like that. It's optimal. I don't
it's
know, or
optimal.
whatever. Um, eh, what do you think, Vooch? Yeah, never mind. Let's move on. We'll have a Vooch section.
Yeah,
I guess we've missed 2 weeks, huh? So
yeah,
we got a lot to cover.
we do, we do. So I think we can start with just how all the teams are doing, kind of get us back into anyone who hasn't maybe been paying attention to the league as a whole and just like their own teams. So,
Yeah.
do you want to start us off with K step back K away threes?
Yes, Cade. I don't know who Cade is playing this week off the top of my head, but last week Cade did beat Ryan. Um, in a 6-3 victory. Um, and Cade's undefeated, right? Cade's been on a monster tear.
Yeah.
Um, I've been pretty high on him and 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 the Pistons in general. But Cade Cunningham really going pretty pretty nuts. Genuine MVP candidate. So I don't know. I'm a huge fan. Got to be happy. Caleb's got to be happy to have him. He's got Coward on his team too. Coward, I think at the time uh, of last week, maybe was kind of a different player than what he's looking like this week. But we'll get to that a little bit later. But I think you got to be happy either way for the first couple of weeks to find a diamond in the rough in the shithole that is Memphis with Coward. Um, uh, but he might be having a regression right now too. But that's neither here nor there. And then Westbrook, dude. Westbrook on K-away threes is a kind of like a weird MVP, secret MVP player, like league potentially league winning stuff, which is like feels so weird to say about a guy who's in his like 19th season or whatever the hell. But he's just soaking up so much usage. Uh, and scoring the ball and keeping the rock in his hands, just stuff that Westbrook always does. So uh, I don't know. Those are just like a couple of different pieces that make up Caleb's team and that are keeping it strong. Obviously, he has a great trio of Chet and Bridges and Okongwu, or he did have Okongwu, I should say. I think he dropped him. I don't know why you did that, Caleb. Actually,
No, he's got a
uh,
Conway still, I think. Or
no,
no, he
I've
doesn't.
got him now.
Okay, yeah, I'm
He
looking at
dropped
last
him.
week's stats.
Yeah, I snagged him. Caleb, let me know. I don't know. I'm curious because I don't think maybe you had to take maybe I don't know. I should have checked. Maybe he had to take somebody off IR or something, and he figured his team is just so strong that Okongwu is the worst option. So
I think Edie came off IR recently. That might have been
Edie came
part of
off.
it.
He picked him up again though. Caleb had dropped him and then picked him up again. It was kind of like, well, I almost grabbed him. Thought about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, irregardless, I guess that's my little wrap up for Step Back Away threes. Undefeated and beat Ryan. Um, you Joey, you've got a really strong team. I think. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I think I don't. In the last rankings, you were ranked top three, I imagine.
I think so, yeah.
And I don't see anything changing about that, but we'll talk about that later too. Shea is inevitable. You've got Shea Gilgis Alexander, the aura farming savant himself. He just gets huge stats every single night. He's so consistent. I think he's even like sick and ill today and was questionable and is playing anyways. That's just the kind of stand-up guy he is. He's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
get you those points. So you gotta be pretty happy about that. He's just gonna remain a consistent top three nine cat format guy, um, like day to day, week to week, whatever. We talked a little bit about this other guy just a few minutes ago before we started recording, but you've got Khan, man, and I feel like it's such a rarity that a rookie is good throughout a year. It's just like
Especially a team like Charlotte. A
right,
Charlotte
yeah,
rookie looking good is a bit of an anomaly. He's
yeah.
averaging
That's
like
a
25 a game the last week.
that's a recession indicator, you know. But yeah, Khan he's been real consistent. Like it's pretty incredible. I think he's like on pace right now to put up top 10 all time, like slotting in just at like 10th if he continues at the trajectory he's at now. 10th all time for threes made in a season, not by a rookie, by any player, which is ridiculous.
That's absurd. Yeah.
Pretty fucking insane. So like league winning shit. You get it. You snag a guy like that, um, that nobody else thought would be this good.
Yeah.
On top of you having Booker, Maxey, and Bridges, it's just like a insane grouping of guys who get threes, free throws, and points and assists to boot. Pretty nice, man. Who else we got? Oh, and you won last week too. Also, shout outs
Yes.
to you. Beat the Bob Squad. That's right.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Bob Squad, I guess. Um, uh, yeah, he lost last week. It was 8-1, so I guess it wasn't like, yeah, it wasn't super like the assist cat was close and the block cat was close. Everything else wasn't that close. Sorry, Keith. Better luck next time, man. But I still like your team for what it's worth. Like it's like guard heaven.
Yeah.
I feel
And
like.
LeBron's back too.
And LeBron is back, so things could the ship could steer course now. Just a ton of bucket getters. Braun, quickly, Fox, Edwards, Barnes, Bronny James. They're all of these guys. Colin Gillespie. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
Yeah,
he's been
it's
kind of good lately, bro.
he's been fine. He's been fine. Shout out to Colin Gillespie. Jalen Duran. Shout out to Jalen Duran.
Yeah.
My most improved player, most improved player
He has
award would
been
go to him.
electric lately. Like you've
So insane. Yeah.
been seeing a lot of
Uh,
people say first time All Star out of that guy, which like
love to see it.
could
Would
be
love
very
to
well
see it.
could be, man.
Yeah.
I
It's weird. Like when I'm looking at like Bob's Heath team, like just glazing over it, I'm like, man, this should be busted, right? But
yeah.
something must not be falling into place. I guess.
I think
I don't
uh, I
know.
think there were some bad injuries. I think
Just injuries. Oh, LeBron is still on the IR actually at the time of this recording.
oh
Keith,
yeah.
figure that out, buddy.
So he might need to. If I talk to him sometime the next day or two, I will let him know.
Tell him that LeBron must usurp Bronny on his on his team.
On his roster.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, shout out to the Bob Squad. I'll let you move on from there. I've done a lot of yapping,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
four teams.
So what are the other?
We got
We can
six.
talk about Ban FD, the team that is owned by Ryan, aka Freak Bob, currently 3-2, so still doing pretty good. Unfortunately, has been dealing with some injuries over the last couple uh, weeks. The Kevin Porter
Mhm.
Jr. situation has unfortunately not changed much, along with Trey
Uh,
Young.
yeah, I think Kevin Porter Jr. he snagged off the wire recently as a stash, so he wasn't holding him already, and then he got injured because I had him at the
Oh
beginning
yeah,
of the
you
season.
drafted him, and then
But
he
he's
stashed.
stashing him. Potentially, I'm just assuming Ryan is anticipating, hopefully there being some upside. But anyway, yeah,
No, that's smart.
Trey, Stephon Castle, they're both hurt. That
I agree.
sucks.
I mean, I do like this team. Like, I think like Josh Giddey's he hasn't been I think amazing lately, the last week or so. The Bulls as a whole, I think, have been under some rough straits lately. But there's plenty of guys to be happy about. Like Laurie, Laurie was an amazing pick considering he was
Hmm.
drafted in the seventh round. He put up 47 uh on the 16th. I think that was about a week and a half ago. And
My man's bumping his trade value, man. He's getting it up.
his last couple games have not been great. He had 3 games in a row where his highest score was 20 points, so not like anything crazy, but you know in the grand scheme of things, Laurie's been really good. Sengun's been good.
Hmm.
I think Cooper Flag's been kind of on the upswing as well.
Hmm.
He's had some good games, and yeah, I mean like basically everyone in the Ban FD rotation I think is like worth having, and a good deal of them have some upside. I think it'll be interesting to see how someone like Derek Queen or VJ Edgecombe kind of works on the rest of the season. I
Right.
think, yeah, I think this will be a fun team to watch. He's playing Unk Still Got It, who I will move over to in a quick second. But I like this team. I think this is generally a pretty good team, and I'm curious to see how the rest of the season goes for them. So Unk Still Got It. Also 3-2. So it's important to kind of just highlight for anyone who hasn't took a look at the standings lately. We have one, two, three, four teams that are 3-2 right now. So it's pretty like
Pretty clogged up.
a lot of people are jostling for position at this kind of point in the season. It's no one's really created too much separation besides K to A threes. But yeah, so this team has a lot of good guards. Donovan Mitchell, uh, Reeves, Nikhil Alexander Walker's had a really good showing so far in the absence of Trey, and that's all kind of bolted down by Jokic giving you anything you could ever want in category league.
Yep.
Kevin Durant is his injury is pretty minor, right? Yeah, he's out for
Y-
like
y- Yeah.
a
It's a
couple.
day-to-day thing, I
Oh, I don't
think,
even think
isn't
it's an
it?
injury. It's a personal.
Oh,
So
that's right. Oh, dude, yeah, dude, I think his baby mama gave birth, like confirmed.
yeah, I think I heard that, which is crazy because no one even knew he had a baby mama.
Of course not. Of course not. That's
Uh,
so KD. Shout out
yeah.
to KD.
So he's not injured, but he is missing like 2 games. So it's not something to really
Yeah.
worry about. Like it's a pretty minor thing, all things considered. The team's healthy. He's got some young guys. I think this team. How do I feel about this team? I do generally like it. I think there's some guys like Zach Levine, Keegan Murray, where it's like they have the unfortunate truth of having to play on the Kings. But Keegan Murray had a really good game, I think, a couple nights ago. Yeah, 26 points, 14 rebounds. I don't know. He's a forward. I don't know how tall he is, but he got 14 fucking rebounds. I guess that's what happens when Sabonis is out.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think there's a lot of like value guys here, considering especially where they were drafted, and a few of them were picked up right off the waiver wire. Or yeah, like Miss Keita. I'm not sure.
Ramesh Kade, my man.
Yeah. So.
Also injured, I guess. That's probably worth
Oh
pointing out.
yeah.
I don't think it's major. It's just a sprain. But yeah, Kade is a great center to have grabbed off the wire.
Yeah. I think he made good moves, and it's something to be happy about. Uh.
Be happy about it, Cameron.
That's an order. Uh. Next up is your team. I would say. Do you have any strong feelings about your team, about your moves?
Ooh, little old me.
Yeah, little old you, bro.
Of course, I have strong feelings, man. Always. I mean, I I like my guys. Some of my guys, I like more than others, and some of my guys, I've found that I'm loving more than I thought that I would. All that is to say, um, uh, I think my team now has gotten healthy from where it was the first two and a half weeks. Um, at least generally, there's still some like Giannis is out, but if that's it, that's pretty lucky. Um, I'm happy with Amon on the upswing. I'm happy with Mathurin being back and just like being a shooter on that dog shit Indiana team, just pumping the ball in the air. That's fantastic. Do it, man. Uh, I don't care if you go 6 of 25. It's fine. Get me 18 points. Brandon Miller's back. Jalen Johnson is looking like an all-star, which is what I picked him for. Same thing with Denis. He looks great. I don't know, man. I don't know. I touched on this earlier. I'm also like really lucky, grateful, and hashtag blessed to have been able to snag Okongwu off of the waiver wire. Um, uh, Pretty grateful for that, I guess. Um, uh, I think that he'll add more to my rebound block centric gameplay.
Yeah,
That's all I got.
you're
Shout outs to me.
strengthening
3 and
your
2,
strengths
baby.
even more, baby. Yeah, yeah. You are
Coming for you.
the third of our 3-2 teams.
I should have asked you how you feel about your team. I feel bad. I didn't
Oh,
do that.
that's okay.
I just talked about you. Well, how do you feel? No, man, hang on.
How do I feel about my team?
Thanksgiving, man. What are you
What am I
thankful for
thankful
on your
for?
team? Yeah.
What am I thankful for? Let me look at my roster really quick. I am thankful for Kalel Ware getting getting his head in the game and averaging over 15 rebounds in the
Mm.
last like 5 games. It's very cool that I think Udonis Haslam was like, "Boy, you got to rebound," and he was like, "Okay," and then he just starts getting 15 rebounds a game, and like almost 20 points in some games.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for him. I'm thankful that my injuries have been pretty minor. I just lost RJ Barrett for maybe a week, but other than that,
Yeah.
I like my guys. The two rookies I kind of took a flyer on have been playing quite well. Dylan Harper back. We haven't really discussed that, but
Mm.
he just barely came back uh, from his quick absence. It was more than quick. It was 10 games, but I mean,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, he's playing tonight.
I feel like
Yeah.
basically all my guys are playing like as expected with a lot of consistency. I think that's what makes me the happiest. Is like it feels like very rarely is someone just putting up a complete stinker on my team.
That's nice. That is something to be thankful for.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So who's next? Who's next for us to discuss here? Do you want to talk about team balls, the last of our 3-2 teams?
Yeah, I can talk about balls. What is there to be said about balls? Hasn't been said already. He has Anthony Simons on his team. Hey, whatever floats your boat, man. He's got Colin Sexton. He's got Royce O'Neal. He's got Anthony Towns, the big bodega. You got to be happy about that one. He has Nick Claxton. He's playing really well. He has LaMelo Ball. He's playing more often than I thought he would be already. He's got Malik Buck. Desmond Bain stepping it up. Looked pretty stinky, but lo and behold, Paolo Banchero goes out, and your man, he's putting up some numbers now. Goes to show, moving from second option to third option is pretty nice. You've got Domantas Sabonis. Sorry for your loss, man. You've got Ja Morant. Sorry for he might as well be injured at this point. Like he should just
Might as
honestly
well.
he should just start putting up the most insane sellies he can possibly think of and just to get him. I think his legacy as a guy who just keeps getting banned for like shooting a fake gun into the crowd every time he dunks on somebody is way better than whatever the fuck he's doing right now. way more
Dude,
entertaining.
imagine
Like
he.
a grenade fucking Sally gets fined and like banned for like a couple games. It's so good. Bring him back. Yeah. Darius Garland, healthy. That's nice. Paulo, like I said, he's injured, and that does suck. And Cam Thomas too. Although I really like, I don't know, Cam Thomas, fantasy value, whatever. You argue with a wall. I hate his ass so much, dude. I don't like him at all. I think it's just like, look at any stat of his, and if the rebounds and the assists, if you can count them on two hands in total, I like that's like a blessing. That's bigger than Jokic getting like a quadruple double or something, in my opinion. The
God,
man
you
just
were in.
chucks up shots.
Bro, I think you can do it on one hand for like all the last games he played.
I'm telling you,
Two,
man.
two rebounds, three assists. One rebound, one assist. Two rebounds, three assists. One rebound, two assists.
Hate
Hasht-
his ass so much, dude.
hashtag
And
never swing the
dude,
rock.
check out this fucking stat line, man. 0 blocks, 0 steals, 0 assists, 2 rebounds, 41 fucking points. That is a terrorist, man.
What a fucking
That
asshole.
man is
What an
that man
asshole.
yeah, that man is not playing with his team at all.
Oh my
Um,
god.
but I guess on those rare nights where you just need points and you got one Cam Thomas stepping up to bat,
He's
you're
a
probably
he's a raw
happy.
bucket getter, man.
He's a raw bucket getter, all right. Yeah, shout outs to Balls. I mean, he's 3-2 also. He's a part of that grouping, and he did lose to you last week, as we mentioned.
Yes.
Um, but I don't hate this team,
Wait,
and I
no,
think
not me.
losing a guy like
I'm
Sabonis
playing him right
hurts.
now.
Oh, my fault, my fault, my fault.
Uh,
Oops, I accidentally revealed my Adam Silver plan for every week
the
before
script
I
is out.
yeah, I leaked the script. No, who did he play last week? My bad. Oh, it was Matt. Yeah, he beat Matt.
Ooh, the Bowerman Bowl.
That's right, it was a Bowerman Bowl. Fuck.
Yeah,
Huge
so
opportunity
I
to
mean,
talk
this
about
team is
that.
just dealing with a lot of injuries right now. Like I think statistically, once their boys come back, uh, like we're expecting a pretty big upswing. CJ McCollum had that crazy game. Was it last night or 2 nights ago?
Yeah, DJ did have an
It
insane
was last
game.
night. Yeah, dude, 46 points and 5 rebounds. It's
4 assists. Yeah. God help whoever was up against CJ in any fantasy league and, you know, decided to open up the app. I don't know. After a couple crisp beers and hanging out with their friends, just to see what was going on, only to find CJ McCollum was bombing the fuck out of them.
yeah, 17 for 25 is really good shooting too. He made
That's
10
yeah,
threes. Come on, man.
it's like some vintage CJ shit.
That's
And what were his stats from the game before? Just curious.
oh,
18, 2, and 3?
18, 2 and 3. Yeah, yeah, man. That's dude. Being a tank commander has to be the best job in the fucking league.
Yeah, he doesn't have to give a shit about anything. He could just wake up one day and decide, like,
What if I shot? Yeah,
I think he,
looking in the mirror.
I
What if
think,
I shot 13 threes today?
I'm pretty sure he actually literally said something in an interview where he was like, "Yeah, I had a really good day. I like hung out with like my like daughters or something, or like my little cousins, and we went to the park, and so I told my team we were gonna have a good game today." It's like, bro, go hang out with your family more often, dog. Go be a
imagine,
family man.
imagine being like a rookie or like a guy who's barely in the Wizards rotation. You're just like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? He's just some guy
Yeah,
like I got ice cream with my cousins today, and you're like, this guy's a
yeah,
fucking idiot. And then he drops
yeah.
46, and you're like, all right, well, some guys just have it, man.
Oh man, CJ, you dog, you
Shout out
ruined
to
the league.
CJ, man.
You ruined the league. Ruined the league. Hangs out with his cousins sometimes and puts up 46
But yeah,
or whatever the score was.
yeah, I think it's
Shout out Sid.
46.
Shout out Sidnecki. Who else do we have? We're dragging a little bit.
A little bit, a
Matt?
little bit. So in terms of standings, next up is Geo.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Geo, unfortunately, was visited by the phantom of not setting his lineups, or perhaps not figuring out how setting a weekly lineup works. Uh,
Come on, Gio.
Also, dealing with some pretty tough injuries that, uh, yeah, I mean, the loss of Wemby is a huge hole to your game plan. Aaron Gordon out for like a month, I think, with a is it a calf strain? I think.
Yeah, no, hammy.
Oh, hammy.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which is not good because it's going to be like a 4 to 6 weeks until re-evaluation. Not even necessarily him coming
Ooh.
back because this is an injury that is like recurring. You know.
Yeah. And Drew Holiday has another thing, but it's pretty minor, week or two.
Mhm.
Uh, the silver lining here is his guys have been playing. Some of his guys have been playing pretty good. I think Santi Aldama has been pretty good in the general dumpster fire of Memphis. Reed Shepard is, I would say, pretty comfortably no longer in danger of going to the Rio Grande Valley. He's been playing pretty good lately.
Dude, Reed stepped it up, man. Honestly, gotta give him props. We were talking that shit after the first week.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that viscerally.
I
Um,
think he's righted the ship, and I think if you're a Rockets fan or a Rockets fucking team member, you should be pretty happy that he's playing consistently now.
yeah, even him being serviceable, I think would be like fantastic news. But he's playing like good, you know. He's
Yeah,
playing good, solid basketball.
yeah, I
So
agree, man.
that's great.
Uh, Now would be a pretty natural time to insert the Nikola Vucevic minute if you want to do that.
The Vooch, the Vooch minute, coveted, uh, and revered. What's up with this guy, man? Like seriously, real roller coaster. Couple of weeks. Who actually? Wait, let me start with. So he is on. Yeah, he is on Gio's team, right?
Yes.
um, Vooch maybe is just at a point in his career where some nights he'll play 41 minutes, double double, 3 blocks, and some nights he will play 21 minutes for 6 points and 4 rebounds and no defensive stats. What his last 2 weeks have been, you're getting like monster stat lines, and it's almost like guaranteed on the clock. If you look at it, like I shit you not, it's like every other. It's
Yeah.
like 28 points, 12 rebounds, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 27 points and 8 rebounds, 8 points and 9 rebounds. He just goes back and forth. Um, I don't know if this is like correlating to like when there's back-to-backs, maybe the guy's getting old and the second leg of those back-to-backs is just getting to him. But man, fucking Vooch. But also, he hit another insane game winner against Portland, wasn't it?
Yes.
A
Yeah,
week
yeah,
ago?
yeah.
Man can't be stopped, I guess, in terms of being a clutch 50-year-old center from, I don't even, Slovenia. Where is he from, even? Do you know where
Uh,
Vooch is from?
Dude, I don't. I feel like we should know this.
Let me look it up. Do you think Vucevic celebrates Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think he's been in America longest, where he gets a turkey, and he's like, all right. He's from Montenegro.
He was born in Switzerland.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Does Switzerland celebrate Thanksgiving? I don't know why they would. They don't have pilgrims or
Almost
whatever.
definitely not, right?
Yeah, they don't.
I think it's a. I think Thanksgiving is a new world thing, but
Get fucked, Vucevic.
yeah, I
Can't
don't.
take that away from you.
I think Gio's team is pretty good. I think there's a couple of guys here. I think Alex Sarr's been playing good too. We clowned the shit out of him during
Sar's been
draft
great.
night. We were like, this fucking guy is a center, but
Yo, he fell.
shoots 30% from the field. What's his ass doing? And he fell. Yeah, he fell super far. Fell into the 98th pick, like basically towards the end of the draft. Well, not the
Hmm.
end, but the later portion of the draft. And I mean, Gio got a huge value pick out of that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to figure like it was almost impossible that it could have been worse than it was his rookie season. So it was the right call, I think. But it's still scary, you know. It's still scary to look at a guy who's dog shit and be like, well, it's only going to get better, you know,
For
from
sure.
his rookie year. But you can't know how much better. And Gio was like, let's find out, and we found out. It's looking pretty good. Tara's looking really really solid as a 3-and-D center big man on that Washington Wizards team.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, Gio's got a lot of really strong centers. Prayers up for Victor Wembanyama. Hope he comes back healthy.
yeah, yeah. And make sure Gio keeps an eye on his lineups.
Bro, yeah, set your lineup on Monday, bro. It's not that hard. I know you're not gambling all day. All right. I don't know that. I hope not.
Yeah,
Uh,
surely he's not gambling all day, right?
yeah, dude. I like to imagine Geo is like a kind of like a what's his name from Uncut Gems sort of. Like he's like watching Vucevic games. Like let's fucking bet on this shit, man. Betting on the tip off.
Yeah, I got Vucevic, 5 plus rebounds. I got Vucevic assists. I got Vucevic 2 blocks.
Yeah, yeah. This is how I win. Um, yeah. All right. Anyway,
I think
what next? Who's next? Yeah.
next up we have the Matt's team, right? The J Boss fan club.
Aha. Okay.
Uh,
Yes.
so the obvious downside, still 0-5, ninth in the league. Not something to be happy about, right? So the plan with this draft was to pick a bunch of guys who were injured, uh, because they fell a little bit, right? Guys like J Dub, Anthony Davis,
Mhm.
Jalen Green, I think started the season injured and is now injured again. Tyler Hero, and eventually, once they all come
Yeah.
back healthy, like midway through the season, his team should be a juggernaut. And who's to say if it's going to be too little, too late? Starting 0-5 is certainly tough, but the good news, the silver lining, is he already got the first piece of that back. Tyler Hero is playing his
Mhm.
second game. Uh, so far, he's Tyler Hero is
That's
averaging.
great.
I mean, it's 2 games, so saying averaging isn't really doing much. But he has at least 20 points, 20, 23, uh, and he's shooting fairly efficiently as well. Like that's a huge boon to Matt in field goal percentage and points in general. So it's good.
Yeah.
James Harden's been shooting lights out as well. Like there's been a whole joke lately that James Harden has to turn into like peak 2018 James Harden, otherwise the Clippers
Yeah.
lose. The Clippers pick goes to OKC, so we can't let OKC have an even longer dynasty than they're probably already gonna have. So we need James.
How are they gonna develop all these fucking players, bro? They have so many good players.
Yeah, no, it's insane, man.
Man.
I can't wait for some of those extensions, some of those contract years to come up, and it's like, sorry, you have to lose your insane six men who seem to shoot like Steph Curry from three.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of some of them. Just let them go to the fucking Eastern Conference or some shit, man. Come on.
Yeah. Give them give them to Utah.
Yeah, fuck it, man.
Fuck it.
But
Yeah.
otherwise, unfortunately, like Jalen Green, I think played what a couple games. I think he literally played 2 games and then is injured again. So
Yeah. Tragic. Like a game and a half.
yeah,
Um, almost comedy type shit. You know, I don't know, man. Like you gotta wonder, is it gonna be way too little, too late? Yeah, I guess it's just part of the gamble, you know. For Matt, it's. I think that the concerning thing is the degree to which he went on this many injured players. Like you couldn't have really known, although it makes complete sense now. But like Jalen Williams was like out at the beginning of the season with like a little like pinky thing. It was like okay, a couple weeks maybe, maybe.
hmm
And we did not consider a couple things. One of these things I realized recently. I don't know if you knew this, Joey, but obviously OKC has been lights out amazing without Jalen. So why would they rush him back? You know, they can just like not do that. But also, did you know that if players don't play a certain number of games, so like when they don't meet that threshold that would allow them to make like all NBA and like MVP voting and that sort of
yeah,
thing,
All Star voting and stuff too.
they don't the teams don't have to pay them their like they get to pay them less money like on their extensions and shit and on their max contracts.
Yeah, so what that
They're
means
scheming.
is that is not good for Jalen Williams, but very good for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And very bad for whoever's holding him and wondering why the hell he's still sitting out
Why
and
is he
hasn't
taking
played
so
yet.
long? Yeah.
Yeah, that's 100% what it is, man. which is pretty fucked up. Obviously, like you have to hold Jalen Williams because he's a
You know,
top 20 player fantasy
yeah,
wise. You know, like he's insane, but fucking a man.
yeah.
Um,
Can you
and
imagine
AD is just bad luck too.
tuning
At
into
the
the
end of
OKC games? You're like, man, I can't wait to see Jalen Williams, my guy who I drafted so
it.
early, and he's just sitting there in the talking head suit, and he's on the bench, and you're like, dude,
Yeah,
come on, at least get one that fits.
yeah. Grandma woke up from a coma of 3 months today. Tell her Jalen Williams still on the bench.
And you may find yourself on the OKC bench.
Dude, tell him Braun's still doing it is like actually one of my favorite memes of all time. It's so fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
bro woke up of a coma of like what is it? It's like 20
It's like
years.
10 years, I think. It's not,
Uh,
but
At the
it's,
time of that, at the time it was made, but like it's that meme is like a few years
yeah,
old
it's
now.
like it's like
Even
4 years old now.
he's been in the league because it's his 20th season in the league,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, tell him Braun's still doing it. It goes so hard. It's so sick.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know, Matt. I hope your team gets healthy, man. I want to see what it's capable of because there's some good pieces here, and I like, Jaden, Keontae. Those are the guys that I really like. Mark Williams, they're dope. So
Jeremy Grant, another legendary tank commander.
Grant's been playing really good off the bench too. There's like really good picks here. There's not a whole lot of weaknesses except maybe Rui Hachimura, but yeah, it's a great team. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens, Matt.
And Kobe White's been back-ish as well.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's all
He
the way. He might
randomly
have.
rested a game or two as he's getting eased
That makes
back in.
sense.
But he did play the
Yeah.
last two, so
Yep.
progress.
Yeah, and like 30 plus minutes for both too. So the man is in it for the long haul. He's soaking up that usage
Yeah.
and hasn't scored less than 20 points on any of those games. So man's back.
Man is back. So,
Yeah.
the last team we will discuss is the other 0-5 team, Ethan's extravagant team.
Hmm.
Worth noting is currently, as the time of recording, 4-4-1 in terms of categories against Gio's team. So, who knows? Something could
Shit.
happen.
And that's with not setting the lineups too. So just imagine, Ethan, if you had been setting your lineups,
Yeah. Koo's
how
over here on the
how often you
bench.
could have been winning. Yeah.
This is another
Yeah.
team. Has some tough injuries. Jordan Poole, his is pretty minor, I think. Uh, OG out for a few days. But there's good pieces here, right? I think Bam missed a couple games, but he's back. Big fan of him, obviously. Brandon Ingram's been playing good ball lately as well.
Mhm.
Uh, Aiton has been pretty solid. He's been reaching double-digit assists for a good deal of his last few games.
Yeah, he's
And
not stinking it up. It's fine.
Dice Daniels is still, pretty automatic 2 steals a game. Just about averaging at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah. And
So,
Luca going just nuclear every time he plays.
yeah,
Totally nuclear. It's good stuff here. Like Ingram was a good pick, surprisingly. Ingram really, I hope he stays healthy, but he's been great. And um, OG, it's unfortunate that he's injured. Same thing with Jordan Poole, but like, hopefully they'll come back. Those are both nice pieces, and not for nothing. I was a little concerned with the Paul George pick when it happened.
yes,
He hasn't been terrible. He's not been. It's been 3 games, so like his minutes have been pretty low. They're definitely easing him back pretty slowly.
for sure.
But I don't know. He had 21, 5, and 3 the other night with 2 steals in 25 minutes. That doesn't sound washed to me, man. So I don't know, Ethan. I like your team. I like your guys. I want to see them in full force
Me
with the
too,
lineups getting set. You know, with maybe some decisions on the wire as you see fit.
for sure.
Picking up other players you like. Would love to see it. It would be a lot of fun, and I would be rooting for you.
So
So I got.
here's what I'm thinking: is we have a couple big players of the week that we can talk about. as well as a few from the previous week.
Yeah, okay,
I
we
think
can
maybe
fly
just one
through.
or
We
two,
can fly through some of those.
and
Yeah.
then we can kind of cap it off with the PR. So we basically already discussed everyone's teams. So I think
Yeah, we don't need to like. Yeah, we can just list the
we can
PR
just rattle
probably,
off the
right? At this
PR.
point.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in danger of us repeating ourselves, which I'm sure you guys wouldn't want to hear, and we probably don't want to do.
No, they love it.
So one one of the big games that happened, or rather, big performances that happened 2 weeks ago, was Steph. Steph, despite being in his how many seasons does he have in the fucking league? A
He's
lot,
close to
right?
20 as well if he's not at
His
20.
rookie year was what, 09 or something.
Yep, it was
He's been
09.
in the league for a while. I mean, so he had
So it's
back-to-back
like,
games where he dropped over 45. It was they were both against San Antonio, which I guess maybe that's what happens when you lose Wemby. He had 46 and then 49 2 days later. And then he had one stinky game, 9 points, 5 rebounds. But then after that, he had 34, 38, and 31. Like, he's still that guy. Despite, maybe losing a step, maybe he's not as fast off the dribble or whatever. He's still he's still Steph Curry. and I don't think anything's gonna change that.
yeah,
Uh,
solid stuff.
and then you wanna get into these current guys. Let's see here.
Sure. I mean, I have. I wrote down. I wrote down Jalen Johnson. Obviously, I have him on my team, so I'm super biased. But I mean, regardless of that, he's just playing insane, out of his mind basketball in the absence of. I mean, it feels weird to say in the absence of Trey because a lot of this he was doing with Trey gone, and his usage hasn't really gone up that much because he's able to play off ball or with the ball in his hands, and Nikhil Alexander Walker is the guy filling in the spot for Trey and doing well. So it's not like they've reverted to Jalen to make every decision on the team. He's just playing really fucking good basketball. And I think like, he had like probably his worst game of the season last night. Um so like he had an insane week this past week, the week before rather. And last night he had a bad game, but I feel like it's such a sign of a good player when even when they go like whatever he was like 2 of like 0 for 4 from 3 and like 2, maybe 2 and 10 shooting or 2-15. Could buy a bucket, but he still had 7 rebounds and 7 assists and
2 blocks.
like 2 blocks. So like that is such a good sign when a guy is just clearly not providing value as a scorer but finds other ways to affect the game. Cough cough Cam Thomas, go fuck yourself. You could never, bro. Um so yeah, shout out to Jalen Johnson. Really love this guy. I love watching him. He's just prances around the court like a he looks like a gazelle. It's really incredible.
Yeah. Do you wanna keep it with the Hawks and talk about we can talk about Okongwu a little bit. So you mentioned earlier that you picked this guy up off the wire.
Yeah, I had this note on Okongwu before he got dropped too,
Yeah.
also,
So
which is
his
kind of yeah.
He,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say his scoring's been really good lately. Like his last I want to say 10 games, he dropped under 20 points in like one of them.
Mhm.
His scoring's I feel like it's taken a leap recently. The rebounding hasn't been that crazy, but he's doing okay there. Uh, Decent amount of shot blocking as well. Maybe like 1.5 a game or so. Couple zeros here and there, but like in terms of getting someone off the waiver wire, like that's big value. He's been playing quite a few minutes, and you mentioned yourself if Pingus is taking rest days, then Okongwu gets to slot right in and like
Mhm.
do whatever needs to be done.
Which he is. Which I mean, Tingus Pingus is. That has been the plan, and it is the plan going forward for the pretty much the rest of the season, as far as the Hawks have said. So like Okongwu will consistently be pretty much at least once a week, sliding from, you know, a, the power forward position where he's kind of more score heavy and getting less rebounds to, filling in as a center, um, in the absence of the big fella Tingus Pingus. Yeah, I don't know. He had some insane games, and I'm happy to have him. I guess that's all I can say.
Yeah. Well, speaking of happy to have someone, I'm happy to have
Yeah, yeah.
Concanipple. Is he rookie of the year? Shit, maybe.
So
uh,
far,
yeah. I mean, I think the way people were talking about Cooper Flag, no disrespect to him, was like a little like, oh, he's gonna be generational, and like, that remains to be seen. He's a rookie, but rookie of the year race is it's looking fun. I think I've said that a couple times before, but Knipple's been he has been shooting buckets like crazy. He's dropping he dropped seven threes on Sunday.
it's not even necessarily the percentages. Like it isn't in an area where it's like unrealistic. Does that make sense? Like if he was
Yeah.
shooting like 60 something percent on threes, it's like, okay, go fuck yourself. No one's ever done that by a wide margin. That won't sustain itself, you know?
Mhm.
But the percentage he is shooting is like, I don't know, it's like probably around 40, and he's on pace for the to be top 10 in number of threes made in one season ever. It's insane. It's a great stat to have under your belt. Obviously, like 40% is extremely efficient, or around there. That is like league average shit. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Um, Even better. So whatever.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
his scoring. Like, not only is he a good shooter, he's pretty good at cutting to the rim as well. Like,
Mhm.
he
He's
he's
smart.
he's forcing yeah, he's smart. He's forcing people to respect like most facets of his gameplay. And he has people the way he has people talking is like, shit, what if we just trade LaMelo and give him the fucking keys? Like,
Right.
LaMelo and Brandon Miller, they were supposed to be the duo in Charlotte, and no disrespect to either of them, but they're not playing games together. So, you know, who know? Maybe by the end of the season, or we'll figure out what the future of Charlotte might look like. And if you're a Hornets, front office guy, you've got to be pretty happy with this draft pick. So next is Jokic, which like I feel like he just has a permanent space in these kind of lists. He's Jokic, man. Like
He's
he
Jokic, man.
he gets more triple doubles in a 10 game span than some people will get in their entire career.
Yeah. Cheat
He
code.
yeah, he's a smart player. He somehow manages to score incredibly efficiently. Uh, I feel like when he gets rebounds, it doesn't look like he's even putting that much effort in. He just kind of puts his big ass hands in the air and the ball magnetizes to him. He's like, I'm thinking about a rebound, and then the ball will just be like, all right, here you go, man. Not to
Yeah.
downplay him at all, but
I'm thinking about a rebound.
he just makes it look so effortless. Like every facet of his gameplay is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this now.
I think I will pass it behind my back. That makes him sound like he's from Transylvania, but
Bleh.
blah. Yeah. I will put it over my head, directly over AD's face. 3. When will I go home to my horses? Ah, ah, ah. Shout
uh,
out to Jokic.
yeah.
What's another one?
Do you want to talk about Ace Bailey, dude?
Oh yeah, well sure. Ace Bailey's been good finally. He got the starting nod and he surprised some doubters and he I mean like the first couple of weeks he was pretty dog shit. I mean like he was not very good. But he was kind of riding the bench and he was also like sick. I don't know, it was weird. But the Utah Jazz did the smart thing for once and they just put him right into the starting lineup and don't get me wrong, there've been some mixed results. It hasn't been all around fantastic, but I do think it's still encouraging as like playing close to 30 minutes and getting, you know, 21-3-2 with some defensive stats is like not bad for a rookie. Keeping on the top of rookies, it's not bad. So, yeah, Ace Bailey off the starting lineup, juice. And probably as the season gets closer towards like March and silly season, as they call it,
Yeah.
probably
Post
we'll
All
pro-
Star break.
yes, we'll probably see some fun things if I had to guess from Ace Bailey. Who else? What do you got?
I think
Any other ones,
that's I
Joy?
think that's everyone that we have considered.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Let's
Yeah.
move on.
So lastly, I think is our PR.
Yes.
Since we did some, fairly deep team breakdowns, we will kind of keep this one short.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yes.
10th place, we have Ethan. I think, yeah, we've discussed this. I want to see this team do good. I want to see him and ninth place, the J Boss fan club. I would love to see these two teams get their first wins because I like a lot of their players. I like their guys, but unfortunately, this in a 10-team league, it's like everyone. It feels like you hardly have breathing room.
Mhm.
Eighth
Yeah.
place. Eighth place we have, and this might be a little controversial. We have Team Balls, who
Team
we have
balls.
at 3-2. Right, this team has 3 wins.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, the stats haven't looked. The stats I have are as of Monday, so maybe they've changed a little bit. But as of Monday, this team has one top three stat, which is free throw percentage, and then only two other stats, which are assists and turnovers, in the top five. A lot of these are, 10th in field goal percentage, 8th in threes, 7th in rebounds, 9th in steals. Uh, I'm honestly kind of impressed that this team has 3 wins. If I'm being honest with you. But, maybe it's just short term that these stats are the way that they are. And
Well, I mean, I think it's important to also look at who those wins were against, Joey, as well,
oh, I
because
haven't looked. I'll be honest.
well, the one is Matt most recently,
Yes, the
who
Bowerman Bowl.
we just discussed is an 0-5 team with, you know, not a great team at this moment. Another was against Ethan, the
Yes.
other 0-5 team. And his best win of those three is the Bob Squad. That's no disrespect to Keith at all, but um, I think it was also early Bob Squad, week 2 Bob Squad, injured Bob Squad, if I'm recalling correctly. So
Yes.
something to keep in mind. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So I'm so excited to see these PRs shake up as the season goes on. Speaking of the Bob Squad, they're next, 7th place. Uh, Basically, as soon as this is done recording, I am going to go talk to Keith himself, and I will let him know LeBron is back, and
Still
hopefully
doing it.
that'll and he's still doing it. So hopefully that'll get him up. He has a couple good stats: second in field goal percentage, fourth in rebounds, top four in blocks and turnovers. A good depth of centers, especially guys like Jalen Duren, who we talked about earlier. 6th place, Uncle got it. This is a pretty. I would say they are middle of the road in a lot of different stats, right? Sixth, seventh in assists, steals, blocks. Top four in points, third in free throw percentage, first in threes, which I'm honestly a little surprised about. But
Yeah.
I like this team. I think long term, it made some good choices, and I'm curious to see how it'll continue evolving as we go on. So 5th place, we have Ban FD, which is another 3-2 team, obviously, and this is a weird one because we had this team top two for I think the first couple weeks. And as of right now, as of the time of recording, the stats don't look that good. There's a couple top three stats: second in assists, third in steals,
Hmm.
but and some top fives as well. Like nothing to be too concerned about. I would say it's competitive in most categories, but no true like strong strength.
Yeah, no category where it's like this more or less belongs to Ryan on any given week. It's kind of like there's a couple where you're flirting with like kind of being a middle of the pack at like fifth or fourth, like
Hmm.
free throw percentage and the threes. Maybe even outside that, six in rebounds or just about there. I'm looking at it currently, so this could be slightly off from what you were looking at a few days ago, Joey. But um,
Yes.
because his strongest cats are those assist and steals that you mentioned, and then everything else is just a little bit weaker or not very competitive. So he's just on the fringe. He's just on the fringe on a lot of those things. I think fifth right now makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't hate it. So 4th place is you, man. How do you feel about that?
I like it. I mean, yeah, I think I like it. I mean, I'm happy to be in a top five spot at all, really, compared to where I was in the first 2 weeks when I was banged up. So I guess it's just kind of relieving to see guys come back and then see numbers bump up. And that's something to keep in mind about any of these teams that we're talking about, I guess. Anybody who has big players or multiple players, or just top pick players who are out and injured, like it sucks. It affects where you stand in all these different categories as a whole throughout the season, and it isn't necessarily representative of what you look like come March, because that's really what it all comes down to, um, in terms of winning the league. Um, but I've been at the top of the field goal percentage category so far the whole season, out at the top of the blocks the whole season. I haven't been worried about those two things. What I was worried about was getting those other categories that I wasn't actively punting sort of up to snuff. And they're kind of getting there. I'm second in rebounds currently to you by exactly one rebound. I don't
Yeah,
know,
that'll
like
change in 5 minutes or whatever.
at this exact moment. But I'll take that. And I'm top four in assists. I'm top four in steals. I'm top four in points. I'm pretty happy about that. Having two first places and a second place and being top five and three more is kind of what I was going for. So
Yeah,
fourth place, I'll take
fourth
it.
place. Third place, a little bit of a hot take here is we have Geo's team, Poker 9 to 5. So on paper, this team is, I would say, competitive. It's top 5 in a handful of categories, second in turnovers, but you know, the loss of Wemby is a big 7'5" hole in your roster. So the hope here is that Geo can work around that. Also important to note that I think Geo improperly set his lineups a little bit last week. So a lot of these stats are considering that. I'm sure a lot of these stats would be higher if everything was up to snuff and everyone was getting all their, stats counted that they should be.
Yeah, we're kind of giving him the benefit of the doubt here
Yes.
in this ranking. I feel comfortable doing that, but I will say if next week that hasn't changed or he gets another L, you know,
Yeah.
you gotta the card's
Get ready to speak
gotta fall
eighth place,
somewhere.
bro.
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
But third feels fair for now because he
yeah.
was extremely strong those first couple weeks.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, you're second, by the way.
I am second, and
How do you feel about that?
I feel great, man. Shit, I'm top top 3 in every category except for field goal percentage and turnovers. I'm going to blame
Nice.
the turnovers on specifically Devin Booker and nobody else because he turns over the ball like at least 5 times a game. It feels like. But you
It's
know
hard
what?
being a point guard, bro.
I can't even be mad at him because he's still giving me like 20 points, 7 or 8 rebound, 7 or 8 assists, more often than not. Like it's whatever.
Hmm.
I'm winning enough categories, or I'm competitive in enough categories where sure, whatever. I'm turning the ball over. It doesn't matter if I'm still dropping buckets in your face. I love my team. I recently added Daniel Gafford to kind of shore up steal rebounds and blocks a little more.
Hmm.
RJ Barrett has a minor injury. I already talked about that. Not too worried. I feel good about my team. I don't think there's too much more. I'll keep an eye on the waiver wire, of course, but like as of right now, I feel very happy with my roster. And first place for the what fourth week in a row for basically every PR I think since we started is step back K to threes, man. This is a pretty crazy team statistically. So first place in assists, and then one, two, three, four, like six other top three, five other top three rankings. It's fourth in free throw percentage, eighth in field goal percentage, 10th in turnovers. Once again, who cares if you're turning the ball over if you are doing literally everything else?
Hmm.
Like, this team is just firing on all cylinders. We briefly talked about it during our team overviews, but this team has made really good. additions around the edges, like picking up players like Jaime Jaquez off the waiver wire, Musa, I think Musa Diabate as well. Uh, yeah, like he's always tweaking, always shoring up little things around the edges. You're happy about it because you got Okongwu, but I feel like if you're 5-0, like no place to complain there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I love this team. I think Cade's team's a lot of fun. A lot of players on this team that I just enjoy watching. Cade obviously is a first round pick, fantastic, and that's been paying off. He's been an extremely heliocentric player, which is what you want, honestly, in like fantasy. Um, uh, yeah, there's just some good old boys on this team, and at this point, it's kind of getting to a point, barring some catastrophic injuries, which not necessarily praying for that by any means. Um, because these are people's livelihoods. But you kind of pray to you know, catch step
Catch him on
back
a bad
fadeaway
day.
threes on a bad week, man. Just
Yeah.
like a you know like somebody's ankle has to explode or something. Multiple people. You take that and you run because it's probably not going to happen again.
Oh
We'll see.
yeah.
Step back fadeaway threes kind of on like 20-0 watch. We'll see.
Shit, maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's strong. It's a strong team.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, if you don't
it's a
have
strong
anything
team.
else, man, like I think we did a good job catching people back up after our little hiatus.
Sounds good to me. Excellent.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
let's dip.
Thank you guys for
Enjoy
watching
Thanksgiving,
slash
everybody.
listening. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and yeah, talk to you later soon.
Talk to you later soon.